So what's happening is Marshall's fans have a way that they see a black man standing next to him because he is a huge superstar.
Yeah.
They have a way that they think that a black man standing next to Marshall is supposed to behave and is supposed to be. Let me free your mind. I'm Royce the 5'9".
And so the reason I ask, because I feel like the growth you as a career and what you represent to hip hop nowadays, early on it was, I mean, I might be wrong, but I feel the image that was portrayed of Royce was, yeah, he's a dope rapper, dope lyricist. But now it's like, I feel the more, those last 3 albums, I feel the more personal your albums got, it kind of changed the perspective, and you were still dope, but now it's not, because before it was like when people would name their list of great rappers, when somebody would say Royce, I feel the conversation was like, oh yeah, Royce, yeah, sure, he's dope. But now when someone says Royce, it's like, yeah, like it's now you're part of this conversation of the greatest of all time, and that's why I asked which album, because it's just like you kept going, and now you're kind of this voice in hip hop that when you say something on IG, when you say something on whatever, like there was this whole Snoop Eminem thing. When you say something now, it's a headline. Like you're this voice in the hip hop now. Like you, and it's so dope to see that to have, like, you've been rapping for years and years and years and years, and you keep improving, and finally now, like, you're like someone that people consider like a top guy, and yeah, so you're part of the Jay-Z's, the Nas and Royce, and when someone says that now, it's like, I feel it's official. There's nobody's gonna question that. Like, everyone has their top, right? So now when people say Royce, nobody's gonna blink an eye. They totally understand, and I think that's really dope for me to see, because I always love what you did.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm glad you brought up the Snoop thing.
Yeah,
and I want to talk about that for a second, because I got to go take a piss.
Okay.
But I got into a straight up argument with a lot of Marshall's fans.
Yeah.
Let me just say something to address all of Marshall's fans, just so I'm clear.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear.
And most people watching my channel are all Eminem fans. So you're talking.
I know. I'm gonna break this down so it can forever be broke. Okay. Yes, I am triggered in these times today. I'm very concerned with a lot of the things that are happening in America. As I grow older, I start to look at some of these things that are happening, especially in the realm of police brutality. It's becoming very difficult for me to look at these situations and not feel like it's being done to me, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just noticing all of the different ways that it affects me, and I'm learning that we're not separate, that we're not every man for himself. It's black people is black people, you know? And so as I start to express just how I feel about things, you know, with me, it started with sobriety. Before sobriety, it was just me rapping about how well I could rap. You know what I mean? Like you just spoke about.
Yeah.
And then when I got sober, I felt the need to open up and share with you guys a little bit more of who I am. And then I certainly felt the need to just rhyme about my sobriety and what I had went through. So once I started to hear the reaction to me rhyming about my sobriety, and I started noticing that I was helping people, man, it gave me new life, not only just as an artist, but just as a person, because for the first time in my life, I felt like I was doing good. I felt like I was putting good into the universe instead of just evil, bad all the time, you know? And I like the way that shit felt. I like the way that it feels. So it's therapeutic. And then along with going to therapy, shit, you know, like I started identifying with my anxiety, and then I started to become more confident. I started to become more vocal. I started to become more vocal in interviews. I started to enjoy doing interviews, and that turned into me mentoring younger artists. You know, like, and I started to notice that I was helping out there. And now I'm feeling like I only want to do good. I don't want to do bad anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So along this process, what you're looking at now is just a product of therapy. And I'm a man today. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm a man today. I want to do better. I want to be better. I want to understand, and I want people to understand. You know what I mean? And like I said earlier, I pride myself on intent. So if I need to be able to sleep well at night. So there's certain games that goes along with this culture that it's people are conforming to, and people are feeling like they need to play in order to win, or in order to do. I am not one of those people. I'm just not one of those people. So now I'm expressing my concern with the way things are happening to my people.
Yeah.
And I'm expressing my concern with systematic racism and the things that exist that are in place that are holding us back. Not blaming anybody. I'm pointing out what it is. And when a lot of my white fans and a lot of Marshall's white fans started to notice me doing that, I started to notice them showing me the discomfort that they have with me doing that. Well, along with that, turned into me also being uncomfortable with that.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
So what's happening now is, my bad, bro. So I got to a point where I started noticing we were coming to a lot of points of contention, and I think that that's healthy to a degree. Sometimes it just feels like arguing, you know. And then leading up to the whole Snoop thing. So a part of me being a loyal person and being a person of integrity and really, really being confident in the way that I articulate. I say what I mean, you know, like I don't speak in riddles. Like if I say it or if I type it, that is what I mean. It doesn't mean you take it and you turn it into what you think I mean.
Yeah.
Because now you're choosing my words for me. Now you're telling me what I'm thinking, and that triggers me, you know, and I don't expect anybody to know how that feels. But if you are a loyal person and if you are a person of integrity, you don't try to be that. Like you're not being sincere if you're trying to be sincere.
No.
It's just a state of being.
Yeah.
You know, like as it pertains to my relationship with Marshall, I don't have to try to be loyal to Marshall. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I know what you're saying.
That just is what it is. I'm not going to offer clarification for everything that I have to say because somebody's triggered by the way that I've been behaving. You know what I mean? Like the one simple fix is to unfollow me if you feel like that you can't handle it. Just understand that none of it is coming from a place to hurt you.
Yeah.
None of it is coming from a place to hurt you. I have no desire to hurt anybody physically or emotionally, but I have no plan on stopping. And I would never let anybody walk all over me, physically or emotionally abuse me or any of my people. And that is not negotiable. So what's happening is Marshall's fans have a way that they see a black man standing next to him because he is a huge superstar.
Yeah.
They have a way that they think that a black man standing next to Marshall is supposed to behave and is supposed to be. Let me free your mind. I'm motherfucking Royce the 5'9's.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can rap.
Yeah.
I can rap. I'm not a role player. Marshall is my big brother. I'm his little brother. I'm Pippen, he's Jordan. When he gives me the ball, I'm putting the ball in the basket. I don't play a role. I don't sweep the floors up at Shady Records. I have my own company. I have my own money, and I can fucking rap. As long as you can understand that, then we'll never have a problem. I love you if you love Marshall. If you choose not to follow me or love me through him, that's fine too. I'm always gonna make great music, and I'm always gonna continue to grow. But standing up for my people will never stop being a passion for me. And if it makes you uncomfortable, then I don't know what else to tell you. You know what I mean? So I really wanted to just kind of put that out there. And the comment that I left under the Snoop comment, I thought that I was putting in perspective someone having a criteria for their top 5.
Yeah.
I didn't agree with anything Snoop said. I didn't agree with what he was saying. I understood what he was saying. And I feel like that he is, he's equipped to be able to give his opinion in that way because he's a legend.
Yeah.
That's me respecting a legend, just like I respect my brother Marshall, who's a legend. I don't have to agree with him to understand what he's saying. I can walk and chew gum at the same time. And yes, my criteria for albums is a little bit different than my criteria for MCs. Yeah. Doggystyle is way up there for me. It's just a great album.
It's one of the greatest albums of all time.
It doesn't mean that I'm saying that I can live my whole life with no Eminem music. It doesn't mean that. That's not what I'm saying. I would never say anything like that, because then that wouldn't be true.
And that's what people understand. I don't understand why they understood that. Like, people are just, I think they were just ready to, they waited on anything to hate it on you. I think people were mad. They already hated you.
And that's cool. You know, I think that we're all triggered right now. You know, we're all triggered right now. Some of them are probably just, you know, like displeased with the way that I've been behaving throughout the whole pandemic. And this is how they lash out. You know what I mean? And that's cool, man. If that makes you feel better, that's fine. You know what I mean? Just don't look for it to affect me in any way. It doesn't affect me in any way. It doesn't affect me in any way because it's not important to me. Like where Marshall is in my top 5 is not an important thing in my life. That's not important to me. You know what I mean? That's an opinion that we have as hip hop fans. Yeah. My people are dying right now. I don't give a fuck about who's the best rapper. Yeah. I don't care about that right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. And it's like if you're gonna go out of your way to create a problem, well, at least in your mind, a problem, it would seem like you wouldn't want to create a problem between me and the person who our relationship is doing more good for public relations than it is bad. You know what I mean? Like that union, me and him together, what we do is we bring groups of people together to agree on something. And that's a step going in the right direction. That's what that is. You know what I mean? And I'm not Royce. I'm never gonna waver, man. I'm always gonna be Royce the 5'9", man. And I'm not afraid of losing anything. I'm not afraid of losing any fans. I'm not afraid of anything, man. I'm just not. I'm here. I'm gonna be what I'm gonna be. I was who I was before I got here, man. Like this is ordained by God. This is not me trying hard. This is just what it is. You know what I mean? So peace and love to everybody, man. I got nothing but love in my heart for anybody that follows me and anybody that engages me in any sort of way. I think it's all healthy. You know, maybe my I don't give a fuck switch is different from yours. You know what I mean? My I don't give a fuck switch is always going to be what it is. You know what I mean? But I'm never going to pander to you. I'm never going to pander to white people. I'm never going to do any of those things. I don't give a fuck what you think in your mind. Marshall's his best friend, so he should be acting like this. I'm never going to do that. Never going to do that. So if you're looking for that, you're going to be let down. And that's really all I can say.
And to quote you, that line that you have, how can I be a yes man 24/7? I stay in the know. So I think that can put a little bow on that. That was a dope line too. I loved it.
Yo, what's good? I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll be releasing more clips of my interview with Royce the 5'9". So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to get notified for new clips. But in the meantime, if you're new to my channel, I do lyrical breakdown of rap songs, mostly Eminem, but other artists as well. So please check out my other videos. Thanks, it's been real.